With the way things are going, it appears that SM may soon find itself without many artists left signed under the company, and truthfully, there's a good reason for it. In February of last year, SM's top executives, co-CEOs Lee Seung-soo and Tak Young-jun, shared a video outlining their 4 key growth strategies for SM 3.0. These strategies covered areas such as leveraging intellectual property, expanding their business globally, and making strategic investments. They also addressed the fans' concerns about artist well-being by outlining a 4-step plan with short-term and long-term solutions. The two then went on to discuss the impact of SM 3.0 on artists and their promotions, showing themselves to be committed to improving scheduling, ensuring more balanced content distribution, and making adjustments to the NCT system. The CEOs also discussed ensuring artists' safety and health, managing ticket prices and sales, and fostering the growth of SM and the K-pop industry. However, we know from certain recent events that they didn't hold up on their promises, no matter how determined they seem to do so. The past year, SM has been having some unexpected and very public problems. From the conflicts with HYBE to internal problems between Lee Soo-man and Chris Lee, it was obvious that something had shifted in the company. Until the recent few months, though, nobody knew just how big the problems were, but everything has started to come to the surface now. On April 10th, multiple alleged SM employees posted shocking messages on the Blind app, which serves as a messaging platform exclusively for verified company employees. The posts weren't positive, as they all complained about the current environment at the company in various ways. One user said there's not enough care for employees at SM. According to the employee, the Kwangya 119 site made by the company to help artists, which they took great pride in, wasn't even working well. The post read, "Our competitors set up in-house clinics for employees and at least pretend to protect the artists by taking steps quickly. Meanwhile, here they set up some nonsensical Kwangya 119 and kept saying, 'We have forwarded it to the relevant department.'" They also said things got worse since Lee Soo-man jumped ship as new people started coming in and pushed for more sales, making warnings of pay cuts if sales didn't pick up. This proved to the employees that the higher-ups didn't care about anything except making money. The user also gave some insight into the artist's well-being, but mind you, everything is alleged as the person behind the post hasn't been identified. They commented that one of their artists, who is also a member of a group, became so frustrated that they resorted to expressing disappointment during their anniversary livestream, while another idol revealed received so many troubling messages from sasaengs to the point that they developed a chronic disease. The post also went on to talk about a specific situation that could only be referencing BoA. The original poster said a company director who helped SM grow big reached a point where they left social media and retired because of constant hateful comments. As you probably know, BoA recently hinted towards her retirement after being the center of a massive hate train due to her appearance and her age. In addition to artists, regular employees are also having their own troubles with the management. As per the alleged employees' claims, staff members have been doxxed on social media, which has led them to being insulted and threatened, but the company didn't offer any solution or help to resolve the issue. Another user revealed that the staff have been working without being told about their pay, even though the payment deadline has already passed, and it has come to a point that they're working without knowing their own salary. However, even if the personnel are being treated like they don't matter, they still call for the artists to be treated better. The employee said, "The company may treat employees like garbage, but can you please protect the artists? Who else do you want to leave? Whether it's a few or many actions, just please do something." If this post wasn't shocking enough, the other employees alleged that the situation was even worse than we could have guessed. Another message from a different worker mentioned that approximately 70 people have allegedly quit in April, and word is it might hit 80 soon. Then someone else criticized the CEO of the company for not taking action while SM is practically falling apart because of a handful of people. The worst of it all is that it was hinted that what's on Blind is just a peek into the real mess at SM Entertainment, and even though we don't know the extent of it all, it was obvious that something wasn't right just looking at how many artists have left the company to find better management. In the past year, at least 10 artists have left SM, and almost all of the cases were pretty shocking. In July of last year, fans woke up to the news that Super Juniors Donghae, Eunhyuk, and Kyuhyun had decided not to renew their contracts with the company. They would continue promoting with Super Junior, but since then, Donghae and Eunhyuk have established their own label to manage their solo activities, while Kyuhyun has joined Antenna. Then, a month later, Girls' Generation member Sunny also left SM just a few days after the group celebrated the 16th anniversary of their debut. If that wasn't enough of a tell that the company was facing some hard times, EXO's Dio also made the decision to leave after 13 years of being there. Instead of leaving his solo career in the hands of SM, he chose to start a company called Company Susu with his trusted management director. When it comes to group activities though, just like the Super Junior members, he'll continue being a member of EXO, but as you might have guessed, that's not all. After suing the company for discrepancies in payments and contract slavery clauses, EXO's Xiumin Baekhyun Baekhyun and Chen came to an agreement with SM. However, they still thought it best to manage their own careers. At the beginning of 2024, Baekhyun founded his own company INB100 and Xiumin and Chen joined him later on. But the biggest shock came just a few days before SHINee's contracts were about to expire when reports came out that Taemin and Onu weren't planning to renew their contracts with SM either. Since they were both legendary artists in the company who had left quite a legacy during their careers, people didn't believe the reports at first. Taemin had been with SM for 16 years after all. The chances that he wouldn't renew were very small, even non-existent to some, but it happened. Taemin left and ultimately signed a contract with Big Planet Made while Onu joined Griffin Entertainment. This is when people got an inkling that someone was seriously wrong in the company, something that we didn't know about, but the nail in the coffin was Boa announcing that she was thinking of retiring once her contract was up. She posted an Instagram story writing, "Now that my contract is ending, I can retire, right?" She's been an idol for more than 20 years and has been promoting and releasing music consistently. However, if you're familiar with Boa, you would know that she has expressed many times that she wants to release music until she's old because it's something that she thoroughly enjoys doing. So why the sudden change? Boa has been hated on for a good part of her career, hate which SM has never dealt with or taken action against. This showed all the deranged people online that they could say anything about her or start any rumors because there were no repercussions. The hate multiplied tenfold when she became a member of Got the Beat, as people made comments about her age and her being too old to be doing this. She was also called greedy for taking a position in the group, lazy, and some even went as far as to accuse her of power tripping and making her juniors tense and uncomfortable despite having no evidence to do so. It was even said that the group was made entirely for Boa's benefit, just so SM could give her a chance to be appealing to the newer generation of K-pop fans. She also got a ton of criticism when she was a judge on Streetman Fighter, and while it's normal to call out things that you don't like, people went over the top by saying disgusting things to her on Instagram. Lately, she also became a topic of discussion after appearing on Marry My Husband. Not only were people critical of her acting, but there were many comments about her face and how it looked different. This, in addition to the heartbreaking passing of her brother in 2021, seemed to have sent Boa over the edge, to the point that she deleted all her posts on Instagram, unfollowed everyone but her brother's account, and said that she was considering retiring. This angered fans, who called SM out for not even lifting a finger to defend her, and in response, the company released a template statement as damage control, which promised things everyone knew they couldn't follow up on. They said that they would be taking legal action domestically and internationally, which is not realistic because there's not much that SM can do to people living outside of Korea. Not to mention, this larger-scale lawsuit is about 24 years too late. If SM isn't doing anything to protect the artist who basically built their company from the ground up, what chances do their other artists have? But this all matches with what the alleged SM employees said about the company. They don't care about their artists or the personnel. In addition to the artists, staff members have also been leaving the company for better conditions, and we can't blame them. Even without the SM employee exposing the alleged poor working conditions at the company, there have been many times that former staff members have talked about the way they're treated. In 2017, a stylist who had worked with artists like Girls' Generations, Psy, NCT, and 17, among others, exposed the company for not paying them like they deserve to be paid. The stylist in question talked about how stylists hardly make any money since artists get paid first, and how they often get treated badly by K-pop agencies and TV stations. She said they work non-stop for artists but don't get what they deserve from either side, so most of their income comes from things like doing ads outside the industry. The stylist also mentioned that when she started, she wasn't paid either, and it took her 3 months to make a salary of about $265 a month. Another former worker of SM said, "They know why the workers don't stay at the company for a long time and leave, but they don't even try to improve it. If you're making someone work more, you should increase their pay as well." Based on additional feedback from employees who used to work there, SM offered minimal employee benefits, and salaries were disproportionately low given the company's scale. Moreover, employees noted a stark contrast in treatment between company artists who received continuous praise and royal treatment when they became successful. However, if artists underperformed, the employees were the ones who were criticized and berated. All in all, it seems like SM's refusal to change their ways is one of the leading causes of their downfall. They haven't properly protected their artists and refuse to do so, no matter how dangerous it becomes for them. Sasaengs have been getting increasingly more dangerous, even going as far as to get into the hotel rooms of the idols while they're not there. Incidents of this kind are not recent either, so the fact that obsessive fans are comfortable to this day to do things like this is unforgivable on the company's part. These people should have been hit with lawsuits and arrests to the point that they would be scared to even look at the idols. The working conditions also haven't improved if we were to compare posts from from years ago and recent ones. Idols aren't also getting treated better, and nowadays they're not standing there and letting themselves be disrespected. Instead, they know their worth now and are moving on to better companies that will treat them like they deserve to be treated. This tells us that Taemin and Onew won't be the last legendary artist to leave SM if they continue with their ways.